Hi, Tony Stelzo here. Welcome to the line. We got a great show and a unique treat. We've got the founding team in from Yikes. Yeah, and a really cool company that, believe it or not, it's got kind of that Silicon Valley feel. It's got that really kind of disruptive feel, but it's right here in Indiana. We got the founder, Ben Robertson, in. We've got Thomas Siebert in, who's in charge of the customer experience, right? For lack of better terms, you're going to give me your official title in a little bit. And then we got Stefan Vincent in. What's your title, Stefan?
Director of Marketing.
So he's the DOM. So we got the whole crew in, and we're going to get to hear the whole story here, man. So Ben, talk to me about what is Yikes? How did it come about?
Yeah, so funny thing, I was in Oregon at a 5-star hotel.
Okay.
And went into the lobby. It took me 30 minutes to get by the front desk.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Not a good first impression.
Right.
So I realized that 3 inches of wood is a deal inhibitor for the hotel just to service their guests really well.
What an awful way to treat somebody who just spent $200-300 a night, right?
Yeah.
And you're making them wait in line. And if you're a traveler, I mean, time is everything. Right. And the last thing you want to do after waiting, getting on an airplane, driving there, getting in a taxi or Uber or whatever you're doing, is to wait another 30 minutes. It's crazy, right?
It is.
So that's how Yikes came about. And really what this allows you to do is you can use your phone to literally unlock the doors, bypass the entire check-in experience, and get to the freaking bread, and then to really decide.
It's computers in your pockets that we're just utilizing, that we're doing every day of our life, and now it's just making it so that it just automates your life so that you can enjoy what matters most to you.
And I just want our audience to understand, this is IoT, right? And Internet of Things is really changing the way we do everything, right? There's 25,000 startups in Silicon Valley, and 15,000 of them are Internet of Things. I mean, think about that. That's powerful, right? And you guys are doing it here in Indiana. How did you get on board? What brought you? What really got you into this vision?
It's the potential of it.
Right.
It is how a digital platform can really allow you to make things simple for you. And for me, technology is not to replace. It's just to make your life easier. That's what it is about. And that's really what drove me.
In your experience, you really you have a background of really understanding what the hotels are doing and how they're running their facility, and that's really kind of what you're bringing to the party. Is that fair?
Yes, it's an additional tool for them to be able to enhance the customer experience or the guest experience. And it's also for them to have a tool where they can better communicate on the very personalized level with their guests.
Yeah, and I just want to talk about what that means, right? So you're in proximity is reaching a whole new level with Yikes, right? I mean, we're talking within 3 feet. We're talking they know where you're at in the room, whether you're not in the gym, whether you're not in the bar. And that's allowing us to communicate, the hotels to communicate, and create an experience that wasn't even possible before. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
So Thomas, you're a Valley guy, right? You've got some Expedia roots, man. You were there in the beginning.
Those roots are deep.
Those roots are deep. When you saw this, I mean, you saw this technology from afar. You got a little more gray hair than these guys, right?
I have a lot more gray hair than these guys.
I don't have any hair anymore.
What made you...
I'm getting it, though.
Yeah, startup will do it, man. So what made you just say, this is something I got to be part of?
Primary motivator is clearly the opportunity to make a difference and to take the friction out of one important component of travel. So today you wait in line for those 30 minutes, you go to the door, you put your plastic key in, it takes time, and we want to be able to give time back to the guest. We want to give them control and convenience and care about the customer experience. And we do that with the new way versus the old way of the plastic card.
It's just one of those things that's coming, and it really has to penetrate, right? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right?
Yeah, right?
And so Ben, knowing that, how are the hotels receiving this? I mean,
They know that this is going to be the trendsetter
for
before 2020. Everything's going to be, this is table stakes. Now, what it adds to the experience is the question.
Right.
And so what we're really wanting to define is that it's not way beyond just the door. It's that engagement. It's that digital engagement. It's that computerized automation that we're providing, whether it be the POS station, the point of sale, whether it be even going through a ticket line at the Colts game. The system is all encompassing, so then you can enjoy, being on the phone, doing certain other duties that mean most to you, your family, relationships.
So let me kind of Homer Simpsonize this for everybody a little bit, right? So you've got a computer in your pocket, right?
Yes.
That pocket is talking to the computer in the door, and those two computers are making decisions on how to deliver the best experience based on your membership data, based on your location, and based on context.
Right.
And context is now king. Content is important. Content is king, but context is God, right?
Right.
And that's what you're allowing to deliver in the experience, right?
Absolutely.
That changes the game.
Absolutely. When you walk into like the Hard Rock, you can only choose a certain amount of music. I have experience there. But anyways, we want to digitize the relationship way beyond even a Hard Rock experience from the standpoint of when you walk in, your TV changes, your preferences changes, your video, we create entry scenes so that room doesn't become stagnant. The lighting, it's alive, and it's really configured to you as an individual. I mean, we're in the 21st century, right? So we don't have to deal with regular rooms and try to make it so that it's just a prescribed experience. It's very personal.
So you guys changed the gears on you, right? So you went out and raised money.
Yeah.
You that's the big, we did it as an entrepreneur, right? But convincing these big boxes, let's just talk, to see the future. Has it been easy?
It's been a slow road. I mean, 7 years it's taken to get to this point. And frankly, everyone was focused on near-field communication. I don't know if you're familiar that you have to get it close to a sensor and it recognizes you. Our goal was just to make it so that it just recognized the relationship and just started communicating with that device. So with that being said, the whole industry now has exploded into Bluetooth,
right?
Because that's now the big thing. And it's almost like we had a stadium that was unattended for years. Now everybody's crammed in there. And so now it's showtime, but it's taken time for these big, mammoth.
And I'll say things that you don't want to. They're laggards in adoption. They don't want to do and see how the things. They don't want to see how technology is going to transform the experience, right? And so as you're going to market and you're getting that adoption. You are just another wireless lock company. You guys are building an ecosystem that's changing the customer experience, right, Stefan?
Yes. Think of, probably familiar with the smart wristbands from Disney. It's a great communication, but it only allows a one-way communication. Through the smart bands, you communicate to Disney where you are on property. Disney cannot communicate back to you. Our platform allows a two-way communication. Not only Disney or a hotel brand will know where you are on property, but with the phone, the property can also communicate back to you.
Yeah.
That's the big difference. It's a two-way communication versus a one-way communication with a smart wristband such as Disney's.
And really that conversation creates the context, right? So we've got 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna talk to Thomas, and I'm gonna end with you, right? So you've been a part of seeing a company kind of explode and do some pretty amazing things. What are the similarities that you've seen in that with the company like Yikes? Because you came on board late in the launch, right? So what has been the attraction?
The attraction is to help customers gain back the control in their life. If you think about most business travelers, they have very little control over where they go, when they go, and their meetings. So we allow them to gain control over the ability to go from the airport to the cab, direct to the room, and only visit the front desk when they want to on their own terms. So giving control back to the guest, but also giving new opportunities to the hotels. So a lot of our role is to be able to help the hotels better understand how to use our technology to market now to their guest in property versus only getting the guest to the property. It's a whole new way of thinking for the hotels using our technology to market to guests in hotel.
The gift of time is the ultimate
Absolutely.
gift.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Priceless.
Ben, you've got this startup off the ground. You've raised the money, and you've done some of the great things. You got 7 years into this, man. And I know that it is like, you are on the bleeding edge, and the bleeding edge is tough, man.
Right.
The cutting edge is fun. The bleeding edge can be tough. So you get up at night, or you get up in the morning, and you're driving to work. The thing that keeps you moving, the thing that keeps you motivating, what is that?
The biggest thing about it is, Tony, is 7 years. I'm trying to make it so that if I'm able to save people like your life, 30 minutes. Every time you stay at a hotel, I'm gaining back those years, because frankly, that's what our lives consist of. It's a timeline, and if you can enjoy your life with your family, enjoy your life with business colleagues,
I can send one more email. I can do one more FaceTime. I can I can connect with my kids one more time. That is, and you think about doing that on scale.
Right.
You're like, if you can think about doing that like Uber did. I mean, that's really what you have the opportunity to do. I mean, you're giving people back years.
That's right.
Especially if you're a career traveler like I am. We two weeks.
Take the pain out of it.
Man.
Skip the hassle,
I mean,
right?
Yes. Right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yikes, guys. Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
thanks.
thanks so much.
Great to be here.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Tony.
Yep.
Thank you.